Bears, Panthers, Week 10, Thursday night. Let's get it.
Welcome to FaZe Fantasy Live with your host, Lonnie Z.
What's going on, everybody? This is FaZe Fantasy Live, and we are going to break down and preview our Thursday night, Week 10 Thursday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. It should be a barn burner. This is Lonnie Z, and once again, I'm joined by my boy, Jake Hansen. What's going on, Jake? How are you doing tonight, brother?
What's happening? I can't wait for Thursday's game. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. So we have the Panthers and we have the Bears. Now, we just did our recap. And in our recap, we said, do we really have to do this game? And the answer was yes. But I think everyone who ever listens to us knows what we feel about both these teams. Frank Reich is a train wreck. He's a recycled coach that should have been fired after week 3. I think when they start off 0-3, you got to get rid of this guy. But now they've ridden it out and they found it's much better now. They got one win. They're 1-7. So, Young is coming off of a 3 interception game, 2 pick sixes. Really bad game. We think that he's thrown in there a little bit too early. And the Panthers just are not a very good team right now. They're really not. Chuba Hubbard is leading the team with 85 carries and 328 yards with only 1 touchdown. We're in week 10. And this guy has 1 touchdown. Now, I know Chuba Hubbard hasn't been the starting running back for them, because Miles Sanders, which is another I don't know how he got the bag, but that's a whole nother story. And then Adam Thielen had a resurgence and looked really good and is really, fantasy reliable. You can rely on Adam Thielen. 62 receptions, 610 yards, 4 touchdowns. He had an off game last week, though. Came down to earth a little bit. But you can, still count on Thielen because he's like the security blanket there to Bryce Young. He really is. And that makes sense because he's always been a really good possession receiver anyway. And then on the flip side, you have the shit show of Luke Getsky and Eberflus, I think one of the worst coaching staffs in all of football. And they're going to go against, one of the worst teams in football. But they're one of the worst teams in football. You have a 1-7 team going against a 2-7 team. So 14 losses between two of these teams. Badgett has not been the answer at quarterback. Everyone wanted him to be because everyone was hating against Fields. But, Fields hurt his thumb a couple weeks ago. He's practiced limitedly over the last couple of weeks. And we're not sure yet if he's going to play in this Thursday night's game. And look to our TikTok and we'll let you know if he is going to start as the game gets a little closer, because we're doing this on Tuesday night. So Justin Fields, if he plays, it's a whole different Bears team still. He the last few weeks he played, he looked a lot better than the first few weeks. But at running back, man, what are the Bears doing? They have this young rookie that I think I like him. I like Roschon Johnson. I think they just need to give him the ball 15, 20 times a game. But they're using Devonta Foreman, who has really looked like the best Bear running back. I mean, and that's not saying much. But they keep using Foreman. He's at 65 carries since he, started playing, 3 weeks ago is when he, pretty much came in. So I don't know what they're doing with that, bro. And then DJ Moore, when Fields was actually getting his stuff together, they had a real good rapport. DJ started looking like an elite wide receiver that a lot of people think he is. But since Badgett's been in there, he's come down to earth. This game, I don't know, man. I'm going to go with the home team on it. I'll say the Bears get the win. if I was looking fantasy who to play, I may, if in year long teams, I would say you can play. You have to play Thielen. You have to play DJ Moore. And if you had Foreman, picked him up off the waivers, you got to play Foreman. But in daily fantasy, I don't think I'm playing any of these guys. What's your take on this game?
Yeah, it's like the same with me. Also, it's hard to play anybody. Like you said, Thielen from the Carolina side. Um, that's pretty much it right now. I mean, unless on your redraft leagues you need a running back to play, I would play Hubbard. Like if you need a running back, play Hubbard, play Foreman. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't get what's going on that side. Roshan's some good talent. Chicago ain't going nowhere. Play the kid. I mean, see what you have for next year. Herbert's coming back. See what you have for next year. Yeah, we don't know about Fields yet. It's gonna be yeah, it's good. Hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully it's a good game to watch and little bit of scores. But I mean, to be honest, you have two of the worst teams in the league right now. So I mean, it's in Chicago. Chicago's probably going to get this game either way with Fields or not. But I could see Thielen having a big game, and I could see Foreman on the other side have a big game. Carolina does have one of the worst rushing defenses in the league, so I like to see Roshan get a little bit. But yeah, hopefully it's an okay game. I hope.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's football, it's the NFL, it's Thursday night. What else are you going to do on Thursday night? Crack open a beer, watch the game. Maybe you're going to be surprised. From a fantasy perspective, there's not a ton going on here. If Fields plays, though, it does change the way this game looks. So stay tuned. Watch the injury report. See if Fields is going to play. If you have Fields, like I have Fields in one of my leagues, um, I don't know if I'd play him or not, but because I was able to pick up Dak in the interim, so I'll probably be riding Dak again. Because he's been hot. But yeah, you're right, man. Yeah, Foreman. If you have Hubbard on your team, you're gonna have to play him. That kind of thing. Thielen, you can always just play him. You got to play him. He's a wide receiver 2-3 in fantasy this year. And DJ Moore, if you drafted him, he's one of your wide receiver ones as far as you're concerned on your team. So you have to play DJ. But yeah, I think we both have Chicago in this game. Hopefully, it's an entertaining game. Hopefully, it is. Two of the worst teams by no stretch of the imagination, no surprise. Two of the worst coaching staffs in the league, at least the head coach and offensive coordinators. So, I would imagine this wouldn't be one of the highest rated NFL Thursday night games this year. And I'm and I'm not trying to talk trash, but I'm gonna call it what it is. This is a bad game for a Thursday night matchup. They didn't see this coming when they set this schedule last year. So that's pretty much all we have for this Thursday night matchup. Hopefully it helped you out. And hopefully we didn't dissuade you too much for a lack of enthusiasm about this game. But we gave you the players that we think can have an impact. But really keep an eye out on the injury report. See if Justin Fields is going to play. We'll have something posted for sure if he's going to play. We'll have it on TikTok, and you'll be able to find it there at FaZe Fantasy Live on TikTok. I'm Lonnie. He is Jake. That's your Thursday night preview. Thank you for listening, and we will catch you on the next one.